Hey guys, we're back with Umineko no Naku Koro ni, translating meaning when the seagulls cry, better known as Umineko when they...
You missed a line.
What?
It's, hey guys, welcome to Umineko no Naku Koroni, translated meaning Umineko when they cry, better
I said
known
that.
as... No, translated meaning when the seagulls cry.
Yeah, I said that.
No you didn't.
I said that.
No you didn't.
It's on video. We can go back.
No.
Do I need to stop the
Go
recording?
back.
Do I need to stop the recording and
Yeah,
check?
stop it right now.
Okay. Not stopping it, no. I'll look after this. And you will owe me like
Absolutely
50
nothing.
cents. 50 cents.
50 cents? I don't have 50 cents. I have 3 cents.
Well, you'll owe me it.
Okay.
Okay, so we're back with Umineko, and we just finished. I'm gonna call it the halfway mark of episode 2.
Oh, cry.
Oh, there you go, you did it. That's the intro, guys. That's the new intro. How do you like it? But no, we finished what is basically the halfway mark of episode 2. There's more like, what, 60% through? Give or take. And the murders are about to begin. Do you remember how it ended off last time with Beatrice revealing herself to, you know, the adults?
People get murdered here?
Oh yeah, spoiler. So, this is gonna be the start of... At some point, you should go back and rewatch this. Probably on the end of episode 3. So, just keep note of that. It's good to go back and revisit past episodes.
Got it.
I would advise you to do that to episode 1, but we didn't record that. And you're probably too lazy to go back and just read it yourself.
Hit the nail on the head.
Which is usually a shame, because if you need to reread or rewatch whatever, any of them, I think episode 1 is probably the best one to do. Because it's the one with the most foreshadowing, I'd say. But, I mean, I won't force it on you, although you should. So...
No pressure. Do it. No pressure.
So future you will be here to, you know, come back. Also, I'll go ahead and load in.
I am.
Okay. I'm on the second day part right now.
It was ready before you even started,
Okay.
kid.
And you should make it a habit to rethink on past episodes, specifically the Twilights, at the end of every episode, I'd say.
Okay.
So that's just, you know, forewarning. Oh, also, I've been meaning to tell you this, and I think that now's the perfect time.
Okay.
I'd write this down. So I remember reading that Yakushio 7 put a very big hint in episode 2 to give readers a huge hint as to, you know, how this was done, you know, magic. He said it, you know, straight out, witches exist. But I'm only going to tell you this once. And I think I've been giving you too much help already. But I'm just going to point it out. A huge hint exists within episode 2 that we haven't gotten to that part yet. I'll say that. Are you going to pin that?
Maybe.
He said witches exist probably. Good. So, you probably won't notice it. It's a very big hint, but it's a pretty small thing that I doubt you're going to notice. I don't know, even having said it, if you'll notice it at all. But if you do notice it, it points you in the very right direction. But I kind of doubt a lot of people listening will know what I'm talking about when I say that. Like, there's a couple things I think of when I say, oh, there's a huge hint in episode 2. But just keep that in mind. Okay?
We'll carry mash, though.
So this is narration. I think this is Battler narrating. Should we pass this off to you or me?
I'll read it.
Okay.
What is that sound that always fills my ears? Is it the sound of the rain? The sound of a waterfall? Or could it be radio static? By the way, I'm listening to rain while I'm reading this, so...
Oh, well, there's rain in the background. Like, probably
Yeah.
Umineko. Double
Getting
rain.
immersed. Double rain. It's a monsoon. If not, I want it to be the sound of blood flowing through my body. Flowing through my body. Throwing through my body. I want it to be the sound of blood circulating throughout me, telling me that I'm still alive.
Oh, is this Kinzo narrating?
Is it morning?
Okay, this is not first person anymore, so I got it. The light entering through the crack in the curtain was faint, but it at least told him that dawn had broken. Dawn of the Golden Witch. That's episode 6. Kinzo, still in the position he had been when he woke up, still sitting in the chair and looking up at the ceiling, felt the blood slowly travel throughout his body. Judging by the clock, it was early morning. 6 o'clock on the dot. I forgot, how do I read 6 without AM or PM? O'clock. No matter how tired he was, no matter how deeply he slept, he always woke up at exactly this time, so he had measured it with an hourglass. He didn't think of this as something to boast about, but he told himself that, as long as he could still manage this, his health couldn't be that bad.
Morning has come, which means... What are you laughing at?
Your kid's own voice is just...
It would appear I've avoided becoming one of the first sacrifices. Was I merely lucky when the roulette was spun? Or is this the fruit of my efforts? How irritating that I cannot tell the difference, but I mustn't be bothered by such trivialities.
Kinzo was struck by a faint desire to see beyond the study door. After all, he might find the traces of someone's vain struggle to break through the door. A sign that someone had tried to select him as one of the first 6 sacrifices. That happened on Natsuhi's doors in the first Twilight. You remember that?
I did.
You remember the scorpion charm?
She had the scorpion charm, and Beatrice couldn't get through.
Yeah. And there's like blood
Beatrice,
and claws?
Quote unquote.
I think there's blood and like claw marks on the front side of the door. Don't quote me on that. I know there's blood or something like that. Maybe it was like a pentagram or something. I can't really remember. Go ahead. Sorry.
Humans are such cheap creatures. Even though everything is ultimately decided by God, when humans are given good fortune, they arrogantly feel it was due to their own ability.
That's why he wanted to check whether there was a wretched mark on the door. The very desire was human. And that was why Kinzo did not check. He often rejected the desires that came to him because he was human. By doing that, he could be immersed in a feeling of sufficiency, so he himself had become a being that surpassed humans.
Does he realize? No, of course not, he's crazy.
What does he not realize?
By saying he's not human, he's being so human.
That's true. He recognized human desires for what they were, and guarded against them. But don't pay attention to the alcoholism, that's okay.
No. Great spirits drink alcohol.
Things that a human would want to do, he resisted. This eccentricity and rebellious nature had surely given him a rare genius. Wait, isn't spirits like another word for alcohol?
Yep.
Nice, I see what you did there. Making it possible for him to succeed in his exploits as he revived the Ushiro-miya family in a single generation.
Well then, Beatrice, what were the 6 pieces you took? And what will your next move be? Uh-oh.
Yeah. Your game crash?
Entertain me. It
Okay.
almost did, I think, actually. Entertain me. My defense is perfect. I will not shame myself like last time.
White screen. The servants woke early. They had to open the curtains, prepare breakfast, and complete various other tasks to welcome the guests to a new day. Goda's alive! He did it, everyone! Goda lived! That's the first Twilight! Don't expect that to ever happen again. Or does he? I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm not sure on one of them. During the family conference, he had been told to concentrate his efforts especially on cooking, and he'd been specifically exempted from several tests that servants normally must do. Goda, who was a show-off, seemed to be feeling particularly superior because of it. He let Genji and the rest prepare the rest of the mansion, and worked on making breakfast in the kitchen. Genji split the work with Shannon and Cannon, and they carried out various tasks. That means Genji's also alive. Any idea who's dead? Who the 6 dead ones are? Shannon headed to the dining hall and knocked. Last year, the family conference had continued into the early hours of the morning. It wouldn't have been odd if this year's conference had done the same. Considering the possibility that they were still having a discussion inside, she knocked. But there's no response. What?
Let me...
Yep. But you... Hello? Okay.
There are more than 6 adults.
There are 7 adults.
Right. So I think 6 of those guys died.
Okay. And 6 of the... all 7 were at the chapel at the end of the last chapter. So you think one of them survived?
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay. But there's no response, so she opened the door and said good morning.
Good morning. Is anyone there?
The room was cold, and the conference seemed to have ended a long time before. There's a tea set on the table from which they'd probably been drinking, arranged in a way that would make it easy to clean up. Cleaning up the tea was a servant's job. The family members were extra generous in cleaning it up themselves. The servants would lose face. So it was a truly pleasant act of kindness for the family to do only this much. As she approached the table to clean it, she noticed something like a memo that had been left near the utensils and cups. Since it was right next to the tea set, Sheridan picked it up, naturally thinking it was a memo for the servant doing the cleaning. Written there was not a request, nor was it thanks for preparing the tea. There was just a single word. Sheridan looked at it blankly and read it out loud.
Chapel.
If you...
Oh.
A small sound kept repeating over and over. Normally that sound would have been too trivial to be worth caring about. If only I could... Oh, it's Battler. I think.
A small sound kept repeating over and over. Normally that sound would have been too trivial to be worth caring about. If only I could stop hearing it soon, I could go back to sleep right away.
Oh.
She thought vaguely.
She thought vaguely.
You guys, you're confusing me.
Oh, this is you. I know who it is.
But no matter how much time passed, the sound did not end. It repeated over and over. Ah, shut up. Who is it? Banging on the door this whole time. As soon as she realized that...
It's third person now. She woke up. Someone was knocking. Then she noticed that it wasn't just a knock, but a voice as well. Rosa-sama!
I got double tricked.
What?
I thought it was Jessica.
Good morning.
Wait, I'm coming now.
It'd have been Genji's voice. Oh.
Oh,
okay.
I'm supposed to roleplay with myself.
Looking at the clock, it wasn't even 7 yet. It was clearly too early to wake the guests. Did something happen that was bad enough to cost this?
Oh, what? Rosa went to sleep last night.
Yes. Did she?
Maybe?
I don't remember that, but it's entirely possible.
It's because she already knew that she was... I guess I'll find out the reason later.
Yeah, I'll mention it, but she felt her sleepiness increasingly fade due to the premonition of misfortune. Though again she was a servant, Rosa had known him since her childhood days, so even though she was slightly defenseless in her pajamas, she opened the door a crack and answered.
She got like Hello Kitty onesies. Good morning. I apologize for waking you this early. Did something happen? Yes. Actually, at the chapel.
Genji whispered something into Rosa's ear. For a second, it seemed Rosa couldn't understand what she'd been told. After having it repeated several times, she realized that apparently, something strange had happened. Rosa closed her door for a second, changed her clothes quickly, followed Genji towards the mansion. The chapel requires some explanation. It wasn't in the mansion, but in a grove behind it, a short walk's distance away. It had been built at the same time as the mansion, so though its walls have been repaired many times, making it look new from the outside, it was a very old building. Rosa dashed through the rain along with Genji. Just like the previous night, the rain was falling in earnest. Eventually, the chapel came into sight from beyond a thin grove. So yeah, I kind of gave this away when I mentioned the chapel, but Kenzo just has a whole chapel in his backyard. Wouldn't put it past Kenzo. Just looking at it from the outside, it seemed a place of dazzling beauty, where a pair of young lovers might want to get married. However, Kinzo apparently viewed it as a very sacred place, so Yosa and her siblings have been given strict instructions not to approach it unnecessarily. Even though they are all grown up now, approaching the chapel for any reason would still make them feel guilty. And also afraid, as if their father might get angry and hit them in the face. You think Kinzo want to do that? No. Come on now, he's Kinzo. The servant silhouettes could be seen in front of the chapel's entrance. Yoda, Shannon, and Cannon. Which meant that all of the servants on the morning shift had gathered. A short while ago, Genji had spoken to Rosa, telling her what the situation was. However, without laying eyes on her directly, she definitely hadn't been able to understand. It was probably the same for all the servants gathered here as well. Without seeing it with their own eyes, they wouldn't have been able to understand what was going on. On the door of the entrance to the chapel was something very large, drawn out of creepy, stringy paint that made one think of blood. Something like a creepy magic circle.
What is this? When was it drawn here?
The servants looked at each other. Goto was the first to open his mouth. My apologies. We don't usually enter this building, so we don't know when it was made.
Then who was the first person to find it? It was me. It was me! When I went to the dining hall to clean up the tea set, I found a memo with chapel written on it.
Shannon held up the memo with a shaking hand. Oh, hold on, I need a volume mixer. I don't know if that affects OBS at all, but it affects my end, I know that, so turn OBS up. Okay, you can go.
Whose handwriting is it? It isn't Nissan's or Nason's. So, after that, you came here and found this, right? Yes.
Rosa-sama, look at this.
Oh, man. What? Happy Halloween for...
The, what's it? Bracket? Not brackets. The whatever. Alligators. I mean, it's English. Okay.
Happy Halloween the 40. What?
Cannon pointed at a single line of English written below the creepy magic circle. Until it had been pointed out to her, she thought it was just another part of the magic circle. There, the following words were written in English. Happy Halloween for Maria.
Happy Halloween.
Ooh, 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 ooh. There's a song called Happy Halloween for Maria. I don't know how you found it. I hadn't even heard it before, but you just linked it to me one day.
I don't know.
Happy Halloween for Maria. This creepy magic circle was for Maria. Happy Halloween. Remember, Maria loves Halloween. Remember the candy?
Yep.
Okay. Yesterday, only one person had said Happy Halloween to Maria. The key phrase matched. It was the Golden Witch, Beatrice. I was like, oh, I didn't say Golden Land in the voice.
Golden Witch.
No, that's only required for Golden Land.
What about Maria? Maria! She should be sleeping with her cousins, right? Every time I think of Maria, I think about Shadow the Hedgehog.
Is
Did you
that
check?
Was that the girl that Shadow liked?
Yeah.
I don't remember Sonic at all.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
Maria. My apologies.
This guy's a huge Sonic lore enthusiast.
Just recently.
He wrote all the wiki pages.
We just now realized that Maria-sama's name was written here. We still have not checked. Quickly. Ayaku! What are you doing? I'll go check on Maria and come back. Tell Kraus, Nissan, and the rest too. After that, follow their instructions.
After saying that much, Rosa finally noticed that something was on. Her own rank in this family conference is the lowest of the 4 siblings. Why had she been the only one called during an abnormal situation like this, when the other siblings hadn't been? Huh, that's weird.
Oh wow, that's wacky.
Yeah. Why would the other siblings not be called on?
Could it be Huh?
The fact that you didn't notice
What?
What?
I'm reading. What'd you say?
I didn't read the line, even if Maria's name had popped up.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. But I can't believe you didn't notice last time on the last episode, which is like a week ago, mind you. We're not like lazy boys who waited 3 months, or whatever. But that you didn't notice, like, oh, the adults are going to die. I don't know how it didn't cross your mind. Anyway, onwards.
Well, I mean,
Oh.
it did. I said earlier. Oh yeah, they probably all died.
Well, I asked you at the end of last episode, and you're like, I don't know.
Oh. It was also like 2 in the morning.
Oh, like
I mean, it's
story.
currently 2 in the morning.
Tell it
but...
to the cops. Did you read the Rosa line?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. We tried to contact Kraus Sama, but we couldn't find him.
The madam was not in her room. Judging by the condition of the sheets, she might not have returned to her bed at all last night.
Rosa felt something creepy crawling slowly up her back.
Did you check inside the chapel?
This is probably Genji.
No, not yet. We tried, but...
That's Shannon. 100% Shannon.
We tried, but...
This is Genji.
Actually, the lock to the chapel is special, so the master key will not work. There's a single key that can open it, but that key is missing from the key box.
She didn't want to get closer to the door with the creepy magic circle if she could. Yosa readied herself and approached, then tried pushing and pulling the knob. All she felt was the resistance of the sturdy lock. We searched to see if there's a window we could enter through, but I think we'd have to break one of the windows if we wanted to check inside. What do you think?
There is no way I can give you approval to do something like that. This is Father's precious chapel.
At that time, the events of the previous day swirled around in the back of Rosa's mind. That's right. When I met that witch in the Rose Garden, didn't she hand Maria an envelope? Yeah, there's no mistake. She did hand it over. When Maria tried to open it, the witch told her not to do it yet, but she surely said, the time to open it will come soon. Rosa was sure. There could be no mistake. The envelope Maria had received was... The background shift is Rosa running. It's an immersive experience.
Okay, thank you.
After dashing back to the guest house, Rosa approached the cousins' rooms while holding her footsteps, softly opened the door and peered inside. From the inside, she could hear the healthy snores typical of young people. There were 4 children, and Maria was there, sleeping soundly. After breathing a sigh of relief, she entered the room with quiet footsteps. She was after Maria's handbag, which was resting on the sofa. Maria had always liked carrying her treasures around with her. She was probably emulating how her mother always carried her makeup with her. Of course, she was just imitating her mother, so everything on the inside was junk. In Maria's case, it was full of small, creepy occult items, notebooks describing things of that nature, and so on. Rosa had never been happy to see her daughter walking around with things like that, which weren't girlish at all. However, trying to force Maria to stop had resulted in a big fight, so she decided to let it be. Oh, we obtained something. Here. This is it. Oh, sorry.
This is it.
A Western envelope with the crest of the gold eagle. When she took it out of the bag, she realized there was a heavy, vaguely cylindrical object inside. That's what I said.
Yeah.
She could tell by its feel and its weight. There's no doubt. This was a key. After turning it around and checking that Maria was still sound asleep, Rosa tore open the envelope, the contents spelled out into her palm. It was a key with an old and intricate design. Rosa gripped that key and dashed out. Battler seemed to have noticed that sound, but after grumbling and turning over in his sleep, he started snoring again. What an ace detective.
As always.
Truly the best detective we could ever ask for.
Genji-san, could this key be the key to the chapel? Where did you... Yes, this is the key to the chapel.
Rosa approached the creepy magic circle once again, put the key in the keyhole. There's a strong resistance. After it resisted for a short while, it stopped resisting with a clunk. Then, squeaking with a noise that hurt one's ears, slowly begin to open. Hey! Episode 2, start! It's Yoza.
Is anyone there?
Her voice reverberated throughout the massive room. What?
Reverberated.
Yeah, that's the word.
Reverberated.
What? Reverberated?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Reverberated.
Okay.
No. I haven't been saying that wrong this whole time. You got me and, hearsay. Heresy?
Hearsay?
Heresy.
Okay, shut.
Of course there's no answer, sorry.
Who's this creepy person that they got on the Google thing now? She's scary.
You mean my co-host? What's a funny name? Google-san?
Goog-chan?
Goog-chan. The chapel had a high ceiling and the air was cold. And even on this rainy, unsettling day, felt sacred for some reason. The servants timidly followed after Rosa. Rosa-sama, look at that. Canon noticed it immediately and pointed. Over there was the altar. In the place that would normally have a pastor preaching of God's love, there's a table that shouldn't have been there. At first it looked like a dining table. There actually were gorgeous plates and utensils placed there, making it look like a child's birthday party or something. Upon closer inspection, the surrounding area had been decorated with pumpkins and black and orange ribbons. Well, it's a happy Halloween party. They're probably Halloween decorations. And, like, Beatrice pops around the corner in a costume. Goes like, hey, happy Halloween!
Yay!
And, like,
everybody claps.
yeah,
and
like,
that's the end of the, and that's the end of the visual.
Rudolph, Kels, and everyone are, like, in costumes. Like, Kels is, like, a skeleton.
And then you hear a door open above, and it's Kinzo, and he flies down on like some pulley system, and he's like, "Happy Halloween, Ando Toriko Torito."
I've sent you that MP3 file.
Yes, you have.
And there are people sitting at the table, seated. Three people on each side facing each other, seated in chairs. They can be recognized at a glance. Carlson and his wife.
Creepy. This is actually creepy.
This is probably one of the last creepy scenes in Umineko. Like, there's a few, but Evan, her husband, and Rudolph and his wife. But if you wanted to be sure, you'd still have to go even closer and check. Because they seemed almost like dolls. Yoza and the rest would open the door, entered all at once with the sound of many footsteps, and called out, asking if anyone was there. And yet, there'd been no reaction. Even if Yoza and the rest assumed they were being ignored, it is still expected to be some kind of reaction. And there hadn't even been that. So at first, it felt like someone had set down some dolls that greatly resembled those people. By now, it wasn't just Yoza. Shannon and Cannon, and even Goda. They were all fighting frantically with a creepy emotion that grasped their hearts. Oh, that's you.
Me-san. Nay-san.
Oh, that Google noise is a movie maker finishing doing a video. Sorry. As she walked towards the altar, she called out again. There's still no reaction. It takes forever to render Fire Emblem videos. They're like an hour plus long.
Oh.
Yes, by now, Yozo was sure of it. She was sure these weren't dolls. But the people themselves! Yoza... Yoza!
What?
This is... They grew close enough to see clearly what lay on the table. It still looked like an adorable banquet of the Golden Witch, reminiscent of a child's birthday party. Plates piled up with sweets, cute pitchers with drinks, all kinds of pumpkin-shaped ornaments. They were all decorated in a Halloween style. And while this probably wasn't the time to be thinking it, Maria would surely have been delighted to see all this. That was the state of the table they sat in front of, apparently asleep. It was an eerie scene, as though a small, fun-looking Halloween party had been stopped in time.
They're all... sleeping?
When she approached even closer to them, She realized that there were snacks scattered all over the floor. Candies, cookies, soda, and chocolates, all with heavily fantasy-themed packaging. They were all scattered across the carpet, covered with blackberry and cranberry jam.
Wait, that's not jam.
And Rudolph jumped out at Rose and said, "Boo!" That's Rosa screaming.
Wah! Wah!
Rose and the rest finally realized what the situation was.
Oh, this song is lit.
This is Golden Slaughter or something like that. I think, maybe.
Sounds like a Kingdom Hearts song.
I can see that.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you go to the final area.
Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2?
2.
That was like the nobody zone.
The world that never was.
I hardly remember Kingdom Hearts. It was a Halloween party. A banquet of the Golden Witch for those not of this world. Kraus, Natsuhi, Eva, Hideyoshi, Rudolph, and Kirei were seated in chairs, apparently asleep, but all dead. So now if you right-click, go to System. Actually, don't read that yet. Don't read that yet.
Okay.
How could you tell that they were dead and not simply sleeping? That was because they'd been vertically sliced open from their chests to their stomachs.
Uh-oh.
You okay?
Kasama!
No, it's how cruel. The 6 of them had sat down at a Halloween party before having their stomachs split open, killing them. Then the jam covering the floor must be what overflowed from their stomachs once they stuffed themselves completely, right? No! The contents of their stomachs have been scattered all over the floor. And that wasn't all. Out of their stomachs, it was almost as though they'd poured out. As though snacks had overflowed from there.
Seizure warning.
Oh yeah. Epilepsy warning. Don't watch the last 10 seconds if you have epilepsy. Too late. Oh no. Candies and cookies, soda and chocolate.
Hey, get up off the ground.
And poured out, stained with blood, and scattered across the floor. What could have happened to cause this? It's almost as though their stomachs were stuffed full of bursting with sweets, and it all poured out when their stomachs split open. Rosa remembered a certain shocking meal, a turkey that had been served at their own birthday. When it had been cut open with a knife, out flowed one of her favorite foods. But since she hadn't been told what it was inside, the deep red ketchup omelet rice poured out like bloody maggots. Who puts ketchup omelet rice in a turkey? Pulsing, dripping, slimy, pulpy, squelching. Rosa!
Wee.
No, it's ooh-wee!
Yeah.
The trauma of her youth was revived. Rosa felt a monster raging inside her stomach as the acid started to rise. Unable to hold back, she threw it all up on the floor. Her empty stomach had nothing but stomach acid. The scene in front of her was no fun Halloween party now. The 3 couples were enshrined right there, their stomachs vertically wrenched open with a Gooba! Hey, Umineko, which hunt? I think there's a typo here. It's not a word. So many snacks have been stuffed in there. Pulpy, squishy. Blood and guts and sweets were overflowing onto the floor. Bloodstained, sticky, sloppy, pulpy sweet snacks that made your fingers stick together. Gummy. But stained with entrails, sloppy, pulpy. What was that I stepped on just now? That didn't feel like a candy or a cookie or soda or a chocolate. I'm scared what I did. What did I step on? I can't even look at the bottom of my own foot. Awakia!
Awakia!
What a gruesome Halloween party. Let's take the time to look at the dead profiles of everyone. Starting with Kraus, then Natsui, then so on. So Kraus, his corpse was found in the chapel. Direct cause of death is unknown. It seems his stomach was cut open and his intestines were pulled out after his death. On top of that, sweets and candies were packed into his stomach. Welcome, Maria. Happy Halloween. And I think the bottom line is different for all of them, but the paragraph is the same. So, Natsuhi's, didn't I tell you? Stomachs are packed full of candy.
Oh.
Eva is, everyone has a stomach filled with sweet dreams. Hideyoshi is, why would there be anything filthy inside someone's stomach? Rudolph is, this is why we want to be as sweet and innocent as candy. Kira is, and so, I gave you the land of dreams. Happy Halloween! I always like how there's sometimes notes from like Beatrice or someone in the character profiles when they die. It's a nice little touch. Any thoughts on this so far?
I'm gonna have a hard time sleeping tonight.
Okay. But far away it'll look truly beautiful, fantastical and fun. But from up close it's horrible, disgusting, it's somehow still beautiful. This describes our experience playing Umineko. Ah! I think that's Yosa actually, but yeah. Yosa's wild thoughts tried as best as they could to escape her throat with a loud voice that was neither a scream nor a roar.
Summer. This is horrible. Just horrible.
You call an ambulance! Call the police! Yeah, just, call an ambulance. They can fix them.
That's right!
Just a little dead.
Police, 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 police!
Yeah, I missed one, please.
Police!
If it weren't so tight to reality, hadn't come out of Goda's mouth, Yosa and the rest would probably have found themselves unable to escape that nightmarish party even now. But it wasn't because they thought the police might be able to do something. If they didn't keep yelling about the police, Goda saw another seat might be set up at this demon's party and given to them. Their own chests felt like they were expanding unpleasantly from the inside, rumbling, churning. It was surely because candy was about to overflow from their stomachs. Yosa, once again tortured by a desire to vomit, threw her stomach acid up on the floor. And then she searched. Searched to see if there's any candy in it.
Anyway.
Yosa coughed violently again, forcefully spitting out the stomach acid that had been burning in her throat. She realized that by now, her whole body had been covered in a filthy sweat.
Genji-san, Shannon-chan, please contact father and ask for instructions. Goda-san, go with Canon-kun and call the police. Then have Dr. Nanjo come here.
Why have you bring Dr. Nanjo here? It's a bit too late for medical care. The servants accepted their orders and dashed outside. After watching them leave, Rosa once again stared at their siblings, with whom she spent some good times and bad times, and their partners. Though there could be nothing more tragic than this scene, for some reason, she was tempted to describe these fantastical deaths as beautiful. It's the Batman.
Batman.
Get it because the first three letters of his name, Bat, and he's a man. Do you know that? Okay, you're good. You're good.
They aren't here. Where'd they go? The server room and the kitchen are both empty. What in the world happened?
Ooh, Mama, where's Mama? My letter. The letter, the visual novel for $20 on $19.99 on Steam. Buy it now. Not sponsored. I got it from Beato. Give it back. I should be sponsored. Yo, every time I read the letter, like a line saying the letter, the visual novel.
Just gonna plug letter.
Yeah. Like whatever. Like the day before I finished it, I was like, the letter it was mediocre. It had some highs, it had some lows. But after I finished it, I'm just like, the letter was awesome. I don't know why. Like, that game has a ton of problems, but for some reason, when I finish it, it's just all those problems forgotten.
Like
I love
Umineko.
it now. No, Umineko's flawless. Name one problem. Dare I say that even the pacing in episodes 2 and 4 is just fine. I said it. Anyway. Give it back. Give it back. Wow. Perplexing. Bradley-kun, are you sure it was Aunt Rosa?
Well, even I was half asleep, so I'm not too sure. But I get the feeling that in the early morning, Aunt Rosa came in and fished around in Maria's handbag. I figured there was probably a tube of toothpaste or something in there. Why would there be a tube of toothpaste in Maria's handbag? Looks like you were a little more than half asleep.
You don't carry toothpaste around with you at all times? Like, in my backpack to school, I keep, some notebooks, textbooks, my wallet, some toothpaste, normal stuff. Also some shampoo in case I need it. No one? Okay. Randomly, I vaguely remembered Rosa entering the cousin's room. I'll assume the audience laughed there because I can't know. It was a pretty funny joke. Oh, you see someone laughed. Also, Demiria woke up before the rest of them. Yeah?
I got you.
No, don't play canned laughter. No.
I was going to.
Don't do it.
How did you know I typed that in?
Don't do it. What if that's copyrighted canned laughter? YouTube will have me in their grasp. Anyway, she started rampaging around, saying that someone had opened the envelope she'd been keeping safe. Oh, oops. Okay. I clicked on OBS there, and lowered my mic volume to -22.
Oh.
Putting two and two together, they figured that Rose had probably come and opened the envelope.
A letter from the Golden Witch. I wonder what was inside.
That's not an Umineko episode. I don't know. But that envelope was for grandfather's personal use, and had the Ushiromiya family crest on it. Whatever was inside must have had some connection to the family conference. She hadn't let anyone touch it, but yesterday, Rosa had shown that envelope off to Battler in the mission of a whole lot. What, did I not say Maria?
You said Rosa.
Well, same person. So they remembered it well. Ooh! Mama, give it back! Mama, give it back! Ooh! Wow! She's a wolfkin. Don't bully.
Well, if you're right, it'd have to be pretty important. Why would this mighty witch give something that important to Maria? I don't get it.
Every once in a while, the refreshing morning atmosphere was completely wiped out by the sound of thunder. It was only natural. Since the moment they'd woken up, they hadn't met anyone else. It felt like only they were left, and so the mansion had become an empty husk.
Hey! Anyone there? Answer me!
Jessica called out into the hallway, and eventually an answer came back. It came from the entrance hall. Probably Genji? Maybe?
I can hear you. Has something happened?
Oh, is it Kumasawa? Oh,
It's Dr. Nanjo.
That's my line! It's Dr. Nanjo! Thank goodness. Looks like everyone but us hasn't disappeared from this island after all.
Dr. Nanjo, good morning. Sorry, but do you know where our, parents went?
Dear me. I only just woke up and came here, you see. I have no way of knowing for sure, but let's see. Hey, that's Nanjo's new voice, how's that?
Perfect.
It was only natural. Nanjo was a guest just like the rest of them. He'd come just now to pass the time in the parlor until breakfast. Ooh! Dr. Nanjo, Mama took it! Mama took my letter! Give it back! Give it back! Ooh! Maria buried her face in Nanjo's plump stomach, sobbing and crying. Nanjo could do nothing but be bewildered by this ruckus so early in the morning.
Ah, someone's running this way. Jessica! Someone's coming!
From down the hall, they could sense people running hurriedly. It's that golden cannon coming towards them. Normally, it would be disgraceful for a servant to run inside the mansion. Yet Battler and the rest didn't even think to question that now. Maria's sobbing had become, "Game, stop loading weird," so unmanageable they wanted to ask someone, anyone, where Rosa was. But the two servants seemed to have bigger things on their mind than Jessica, who was waving at them. Goda flew into the servant room, and when Cannon noticed that Nanjo was there, he bowed and approached the doctor at a quick pace before whispering something into his ear. "What did you say? Rosa-san did?" "Yes." I'll guide you, so please accompany me. Understood. This way. Without saying anything more than that, Cannon finally noticed Jessica and bowed to her. Yeah? Did you just snicker there, or was that something else?
No.
Oh, you got a problem with my voices, kid? I'll beat you up.
No?
But it wasn't calm. He dashed back down the corridor, at which he had come, followed by Nanjo. By looking at her door, Battle and the rest realized that yes, something bad really had happened. They saw Golda through the door to the servant room, which had been flung open. He was holding the receiver and violently pressing the hook. From that, they realized that he was trying to call a hospital, or the police. In any event, he's trying to call someone because a serious emergency had occurred.
Let's have a look.
Yeah. Mama, give it back! Give it back my letter! It's an invitation to the Golden Land. Didn't it? What? Yeah? Golden Land? They didn't know what, but something was happening. Battler and the rest chased after Cannon and Manjo. And then we realized. Oh, it's Battler now.
Then we realized. Cannon-kun had called Dr. Nanjo, but he hadn't called us. So we shouldn't have gone with them. I wonder if I wonder if Alice regretted her excess curiosity when she chased after that rabbit holding a clock.
Why does everyone love to reference Alice in Wonderland? Name a piece of media without a reference to Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland.
Okay, you win this time. This is probably Yoza.
No! You mustn't go in! You mustn't look! Jessica-chan! No!
That's Jessica.
No! With 3 exclamation points!
You didn't say, you said not eek.
Eek!
There. That's mother, father, that's George.
Maybe?
What happened? No, I mean, Battler wouldn't say mother, father, come on. Ooh. Wait. It's Maria, George. Ooh. That's Battler.
What the hell is this? This goes way beyond bad taste. Isn't taking someone's life bad enough? What the hell is this? Going to all the trouble after they died of sitting them in chairs, slicing their stomachs, and pulling their entrails out? You went to all the trouble of stuffing their stomachs full of sweets? Why? Why the hell would you do something so... Whoa!
Pricked up.
So messed up!
Dang it. Dang it.
Damn it! Damn it!
Yeah, you're allowed to curse on the
Nice
show, it's fine.
job, you bastard! Just great! Just great!
We have a R rating.
Yeah!
Oh, just keeps going. But yeah, we have an R rating, so you can say whatever you want on here.
Holy fuck, that's awesome! Up until this point, I've been saying fuck, but the one time we've encountered the word fuck, I got scared.
What, didn't think we'd run into it?
No, I didn't.
It'd be best if everyone went outside. They certainly wouldn't want you to see them all like this. Naruto told the children to go outside, but no one listened. Rosa-san, please tell them. If they keep looking at something like this, it will do nothing but harm. Rosa regretted her own carelessness. She should have realized that the children would eventually come here. She should have quickly locked up instead of standing around stunned. So the children had come here. They'd seen it. Surely at this very moment, they're having a sight burn into their eyes. It was far too grotesque than the shocking meal Yoza had witnessed in her youth. While she hugged Maria, who seemed to be too shocked to show any emotion at this gruesome scene, Yoza cried for them and their parents. The 4 groaning, crying voices, their sadness, continued to echo in a place that should have known God's love. Ooh! Meta Battler! Just for reference, I don't know if I pointed this out yet. The Battler in the Meta world is Meta Battler, and Meta Beatrice, so forth. And on the, what we're calling the real world right now, we can call those Chessboard Battler, Peace Battler, one of those. Just for reference, because sometimes it can get confusing between the two. Anyway, go ahead.
Again? Another one of these murders? And this time you made it all elaborate, killing them like it's a total joke.
I was really hoping you'd thank me. A crown and grief.
Thank you? Did you just say I should thank you, you old bitch? Wow, that was really fun. That was really fun to say, actually.
Just wait for the end of this
Bitch.
episode. You will have so much fun saying this one line.
Damn it! If there's something wrong with your ears, I'll cut them both off so you can hear better. Why should I have to see that insane way of killing and say, "Oh, thank you so very much, Beatorichi-sama. I'll beat your brains out."
In the last game, I can't wait for the end of episode 2. There's this one line that is so great, and you have no idea about it yet. It is the best thing.
I'm gonna rev up my battler voice.
In the last game, you lamented the fact that you couldn't see your parents' faces after they died, yes? So this time, I left them. Didn't touch them. Take a good look, for without a doubt, your father and the rest have been killed.
Really? What a nice treat. I'm so freaking happy.
Get the chicken out.
That's the forbidden word. I swore I'd plow your face after I choked the life out of you, but I'll take that back now. Worry about your guts instead.
Don't give in to emotion. Don't stop thinking. My game has already begun, right? Cut. I decided to leave you neat and tidy corpses this time. Do you know why? When you denied my existence in the last game, use this line of thinking. Their faces were crushed, so the identity of the corpses can't be confirmed. Therefore, we can't eliminate the possibility that fake corpses were prepared to create an alibi. Unless that possibility is denied, a human corporate theory can still be built.
What did you say?
So, Battler, is it okay to leave the examination of the corpses to Nanjo? Isn't it traditional in mystery novels for the doctor who performs such examinations to be an accomplice? Then don't leave the examination to him. Do it yourself. Make completely sure that without a doubt the 6 corpses are the 6 people they're supposed to be, if they really are dead, not just pretending. If you wish to confirm that your father and mother have been killed by having their stomachs cut open and their entrails pulled out, you better stick your hand inside the stomachs and feel around.
I heard the that was.
I won't cry, Battler says as he cries.
Damn it! I won't cry!
That was really good. Battler suddenly yelled. His tears are still dripping down, but he's still scolding himself for being a sissy. He slapped his face hard several times with both hands. Even so, the tears wouldn't stop. I heard that. Howard still felt a hot blaze in both his eyes.
Whoever's responsible for this piece of work, I'll make them pay back their debt completely. So this isn't time to cry. Gotta think about what to do. Ah! It's useless! It's all useless! Damn it! If you've got enough time to cry, then think! This is no time to let yourself cry!
He's speaking to you there. Rather than genuine anger, maybe it was more of an invasive anger to blot out his sadness. However, gave a little courage to George and Jessica, who'd been crushed by the sadness. That's right. You never cry. It won't change the reality of what has happened.
Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
Okay, there you go.
Then what should we do? What should I do? For Mom and Dad's sakes.
Rosa-sama, I've returned.
Goda-san, what happened with the police? What did they say to do? Did they say when they think they'll be able to get here? Ah, the phones have been cut.
As to that, it seems the phones have been cut. Or broken down. Let's try the emergency wireless, but maybe it's the weather, but that isn't working either.
What did you say? So we can't contact the police? It's that person. They did something to the phone line, made it so we can't reach the cops.
When you heard that the phones had been broken down, Jessica immediately decided that it was the work of that mysterious guest. Her eyes were bright red after so much crying, beginning to grow even redder with rage.
Ah, there's no need to talk about it, right? I understand everything. That's right. I get it. Who killed Dad and Mom? It's obviously her. It's gotta be that witch or whatever who came yesterday. Witches don't exist. I'll grab her by the collar. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Jessica-chan. Wait! Goto-san. Kanen-kun, go!
Yes, ma'am. Oh, yes, ma'am. There. My lady, wait.
It wasn't your Goto voice.
Oh, it was in a hurry Goto voice.
Yeah, okay.
He let his
Lady, wait!
he let his jokeful facade go down a moment as he revealed his true evil nature. Covering her uncontrollable sadness and anger, just ran outside, torn apart by emotion. Thinking about it hastily, maybe the mystery guest who arrived yesterday, Beatrice, was suspicious. What?
Nani?
No, that's stupid. Having that
That's so wacky.
there's absolutely no proof that she was the culprit. At this moment, she's just another guest, no more, no less. So Yosa, making an adult decision, was forced to stop Jessica on her rash rampage. Golden Cannon picked up on this immediately and chased after her. Could they guess that no one invited Beatrice be the culprit?
I understand how Jessica feels. I wish I could think that too. Doesn't matter who, I want someone to be the culprit so I can bash them right in the face! But before that, we need a clear understanding of what's going on. Who is this Beatrice? I haven't even seen her face! Oh fuck, here we go.
If you're looking for her face, it decorates the big portrait of the mansion. You still don't remember after looking at it for so long?
Come on, Maria. What's so funny in a situation like this?
Beatrice is a witch, and the ceremony to open the door to the Golden Land has finally begun. Those 6 people are sacrifices. Come, let us begin the witch's banquet. The witch's banquet of the Golden Witch.
What?
Tonight is Halloween, so now the witches will gather to celebrate. Wow, it's an empty dinner table. No people are at the parties, because the witches don't exist.
Wow.
It's just like my high school birthday party.
Oh. Yes!
Let's go, Oza.
It's time!
Shadow Views time?
Smash Bros! Maria! Don't I always tell you not to laugh with that creepy voice?
The crisp sound of Rosa slapping Maria's cheek. Oh, they put the sound in. Echo throughout the high ceilinged chapel. That doesn't look like the word ceiling. Cylinged chapel. I didn't know double take at first. I think this chapter is almost over. Ever since it started raining yesterday, no, ever since the island was swallowed by the typhoon, I felt as though something was wrong. It was bright and sunny when I arrived in Yakajima. Well, this is Yosa, I think. Or Battler. I'll just narrate. No, it's Battle.
But since I'd gotten up early and was sleepy, I took a nap. When I woke up, it had already started raining. And ever since that time, suddenly a mysterious visitor calling herself the Golden Witch Beatrice arrived. It felt like I was sinking bit by bit into a bizarre world. What the heck happened while I was napping? Am I supposed to believe that this island was sealed off inside a different world where common sense doesn't apply? Reality marvel.
Oh, nice! That's the first move. Who is this person called Beatrice? Some unknown person trying to involve themselves with the inheritance problem, just like our parents are. Oh, sorry.
Just like our parents were freaking out about at dinner last night? Or is the culprit this witch from the Legend of the Gold, just like Maria said? Even if we set Jessica's temper aside, given the circumstances, it's probably safe to say that this visitor person is the most suspicious. But we mustn't make up our minds based on that alone. Ah, it's useless! It's useless! It's all useless!
I think this is Battle through narrating.
I smacked my face with both hands again, cooling off my brains before they overloaded. That's how that works. That's the cool switch.
Yeah, just hit your face with both hands.
Even though it might have been a wasted effort.
Battle.
This is one of Grandfather's envelopes.
envelopes? It's envelope, you cretin. But it's George? You stole my line! On the tray piled up with sweets that decorated the table, George Aniki found a Western envelope. Oh, it's still battling narrating. It's a George Aniki. Distracting George.
On a tray piled up with sweets that decorated the table, George Aniki found a Western envelope that had the Ushimiya family crest on it in gold leaf. And it was unopened. Which means it's probably meant for us, right?
Wow, Battler, you're a genius.
If it was something dead and the others read, it should be open.
Seems your reasoning is correct. It's written right here. Someone yelled, to those who remain.
Is that a letter the culprit left? What's inside? Aniki, let's open it.
He needs help opening it, like they both rip it open together. They're not excited. Kinzo uses very strong words. If you're nodding silently, don't try to keep your the seal.
I can see Kinzo doing that.
You're narrating here, actually. But, yeah.
I'll read it. Welcome to Rakanjima, members of the Ushimiya family. I am Byatorichi, the alchemist for this family employed by Kinzo-sama himself.
I think this is actually George talking here.
That letter really was a joke. This Byatorichi, who called herself the family alchemist, had announced that she was collecting the gold she'd lent grandfather, along with interest. And that interest was everything that grandfather had created. Since this tragedy was right before our eyes as the paragraph was being read aloud, it clearly wasn't referring to just the wealth that grandfather had built up. It was literal. Everything that grandfather had created. In other words, all of grandfather's descendants were included in the interest.
It's kind of funny how the letter's taken differently. Like, in episode 1 is read at the dinner table, but here it's read, you know, after people are killed.
At the dinner table.
Yeah, at the dinner table.
You bastard! What a screwed up contract. Lives as interest for gold, you say? It's almost like a contract with the devil, is it? You think that makes you look more like a witch? Ha! Don't make me laugh.
Special clause. However, if someone is unable to discover the hidden gold of this contract, Beatrice must abandon these rights for all time. Battler, maybe? Or Rosa.
It's Kinzo-sama, so it's gotta be someone reading the letter.
I thought George was reading the letter.
Oh, it says under my portrait, so George is reading it.
Okay, Kinzo-sama has already publicly displayed the location of the hidden gold within the epitaph under my portrait. In other words, something like this. If these murders represent her collecting interest, then she's telling us to try and find the gold she gave grandfather if we want her to stop. And she's also saying that the secret pointing to the gold is hidden in the portrait epitaph.
So basically, this is a letter of challenge from the witch? She's telling us to try and solve the code that points to the hidden gold if we can? If we can't, she'll keep collecting the interest as planned? I'll beat you to death. Bring it on!
Battler-kun! Look! The table is covered with sweets. So even though those things are right out in the open... Oh, it's Battler. It's always Battler. Just start from we just. We just assumed they're sweets too.
We just assumed they were sweets too. I mean, come on, you see them a lot, right? You know, those boxes of chocolate shaped like gold ingots.
Yeah, see them all the time. Why? This is no box of candy. It's their real thing. This is their real gold bar. I don't know if that's George or Battler.
It's inscribed with the crest of the one-winged eagle.
I think we got them mixed up. Yeah, we got them mixed up. I heard Mother talking about this earlier. This is a gold bar from Grandfather's Legend of the Gold in which
Gold ingots weighing a full 10 kilograms. A whole 3 of them were piled up at the very center of this table. This is where a cake would be placed if it was a birthday party. In other words, this was without a doubt the birthday cake of the party known as the family conference.
these are really 4/9 quality ingots. Could you hear me gulp there?
No.
Okay, I gulped. It's worth about 60 million yen.
Dumbass! That's too cheap! Our parents have been killed and all you've got is this pile of just 60 million yen in gold? Don't take us for fools, damn it!
So it has begun, Beatrice. It's not like anyone could solve this riddle anyway. So Beatrice will definitely win. Quickly, open the door to the Golden Land.
Hayaku! Hayaku!
And take me with you. End of chapter? Yep. What do you think?
This is what I think.
Remember how I said it'd start to pick up?
I keep hitting the laugh track button, but nothing's happening.
Don't play the laugh track. Okay, next time we have an interesting episode. You played Golden Fantasia, so I don't think it'll have as big an effect on you, but it's still gonna be fun.
I don't remember anything about it.
Well, you'll see in time. You'll probably go, oh, but a lot of people go, whoa, 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 what? But you'll see in time.
Okay.
And so, there's actually a couple questions. You don't have to answer them all now, but I think they're worth considering.
Okay.
So, one, big one. Why is Rosa not dead? She was there at the chapel with everyone else. That's, you know, kind of a big one. That obviously would make a lot of people assume Rosa is the culprit, you know? So you need to think about that. Is that a red herring? Did she help with the crime? Is she the crime? Did that even happen? That could have been, you know, false narration. It's up to you to think about. But the bigger question, why were those 6 chosen? Now, if you think it's a witch, they're just chosen at random, right? But you believe it's a human culprit, correct?
Right.
So, I mean, they can't just choose 6 people at random. Well, I mean, they could, but those 6 were probably chosen for a reason. And, of course, it was a different 6 last time. But that's just something to think about. Like, what change if these 6 are dead, kind of, you know?
3 couples, 20 million yen split amongst each of them.
And I think one other thing to mention. Oh, so do you think these aren't body doubles? Do you think these are body doubles? When you post that as a question.
Possible.
It's possible. I mean, their faces are there. But pretty hard to make a body double.
Yeah.
If you trust that these 6 people are dead, that could maybe mean that none of these 6 are the culprit. But then, if they are body doubles, that creates a whole different problem. So just something to think about. That also applies to the last game, by the way. So just think about that. So, I think that's it for Umineko today. I'll see you guys next time when... I'm not going to say what happens, but it's going to be a doozy, let me tell you. See you guys then. Bye. You can say bye. I won't cut it this time. Say bye. Okay, you can't say bye.